Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. On this episode of Red Carpet, we have a Cannes-selected African film that highlights loneliness, a Malawian Incubator platform for up-and-coming artists, and Congolese NBA star Bismack Biyombo gives back to his home country. Let's get on with the show. And let's begin the show with some highlights of the latest entertainment news from around the world, starting with some box office news. Lightyear, a spin-off story set in Pixar's Toy Story universe, fell short in its box office debut, collecting a lackluster $51 million. Family audiences, which are the movie's prime demographic, have been largely absent since COVID-19. It is also problematic given that Lightyear cost $200 million to produce and tens of millions more to market. In some music news, superstar Drake surprised his fans with a new album last week. The Canadian rapper and singer's seventh studio album, titled Honestly, Nevermind, was released on Thursday and has already begun racing up the charts. The album features Drake mostly singing and includes production by top names in the business, including South Africa's Grammy winner Black Coffee. And in more music news, rapper Lil Wayne was denied entry into the UK for a festival performance. The five-time Grammy Award winner, who was sentenced to 1 year in jail in 2010 relating to a gun possession charge, was scheduled to take to the stage at the Strawberries and Cream Festival last weekend. According to UK's Home Office, any individual who has been sentenced to a custodial sentence of 12 months or more must have their application refused. Lil Wayne's performance would have been his first in the UK in 14 years, according to the festival. Rapper Ludacris performed instead. And now to some film news. A film co-produced by Nigerian-Irish Nathalie Wemambu and Franco-Cameroonian Florence Akoa was selected at this year's festival de Cannes. The film tells the story of loneliness in everyday life. Let's take a look.
The times now.
Written and directed by Imu Morin, the director of Children of Mud and Dear Bayo. The Pretty Ones Are the Loneliest is a love story about a woman in her 30s, struggling through a loveless marriage and raising her son, while also caring for her recently widowed father. Nigerian-Irish Nathalie Wemambu is a co-producer of the film.
I'm a co-producer on the film, but more technically, I am the music supervisor for film on this film. My job entailed receiving entries or submissions from the over 1,000 plus African artists who sent me their work to be considered for use on the film. It was such an amazing honor to be able to discover so many beautiful talents from the continent of Africa.
No stars in the sky.
After listening vigorously for up to 6 months to the music, I then was able to use the brief that was given to my consultancy, 730 Multimedia Consultancy, about what we were supposed to be looking for within the music. It was such a fulfilling role for me, and I am really proud of the music that will make the soundtrack of the film. Immediately it is released, we actually made such a beauty. So happy about that.
I need to see my son.
What's going on here?
The film was selected at the Pavillon Afrique at this year's Cannes Festival.
We were selected as part of Pavillon Afrique as a case study for collaborations between Francophone and Anglophone communities. It was such an honor to represent my team and to speak extensively about what I had learned being part of a team of such an experienced crop of directors and producers.
The film features Lucy Ameh, Paul Utomi, and Martha Ehinome.
He doesn't. You need to stop saying that.
Go, 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 drive!
You're watching Red Carpet on the Voice of America. Now, to address issues of unemployment, a group of artists in Malawi is running a creative group known as the Tribe Hub that serves as an incubator for creative entrepreneurial ventures for up-and-coming artists in Malawi. Let's check it out. As a way to address the issue of high unemployment, especially among the youth, this group of artists opened a workshop called the Tribe Hub. It serves as an incubator for creative and entrepreneurial ventures for up-and-coming artists in Malawi. The Tribe Hub opened last September and has now a band, a multi-purpose recording studio, and a performance stage, carpentry workshop, among others. Tawanda Mpando is the manager for the Tribe Hub.
Aside from the fact that we wanted to employ ourselves and create jobs, but it also just stems from the point that as an artist, if you don't realize that you should employ yourself, you should work on your craft yourself and find a way to add value to it, then you're not going to gain anything from it.
Some of the artists of this 21-member group are graduates from the University of Malawi with skills in graphic design, illustration, photography, videography, music, tailoring, and woodworks. So far, the Hub has hosted 4 events where various artists exhibited their artworks, such as paintings and drawings. It has also helped music artists like Ben Nwanja Jr. improve on their talent.
I recorded my first song in 2015, but I didn't have time to explore. This time I can sit down with my fellow creatives, work on a track, they tell me the directions, we help each other a lot. Before the Hub, I couldn't get that.
The Hub is now working to organize a festival where young and upcoming artists will showcase their talents. Alfred Kaban Kazanja is the art director for the Tribe Hub.
Most of the times, right here in Malawi, there's a problem of up-and-coming artists. We are not really given a platform whereby we can really showcase our arts. Most of the times, people expect you to be known already for you to be called somewhere to perform.
Vitumbiko Liomba is a media marketing, concepts and creative director. She says despite a success story, there are challenges.
The major challenge we have is being underestimated. As a young person in Malawi, you're always underestimated to the things that you can actually achieve. So when we approach people, they really rarely ever take us seriously, even though what we're trying to achieve is something important.
However, Liomba says this hasn't affected their initiative in any way. They say that now plans are underway to establish similar hubs in various parts of the country for the benefit of more artists in the country. And now let's head down to South Africa. Now, music is truly a magical universal language, one that students in a South African township outside of Johannesburg are learning. Romesh Ansor reports for VOA in this story, narrated by Carol Gansberg.
While some students are heading home from school, others are putting down their backpacks and picking up mallets for an hour of marimba practice. The Godahoop Primary School hosts one of the 19 marimba centers managed by Education Africa, a non-governmental organization. Educator Thandeka Dlimi spends some after-school time teaching marimba to teenagers.
I fell in love with the marimbas, so that's why I decided that, no, I want to teach. And also, with the teaching, I had the passion that there are so many kids who are living in the shacks in here and who will need to be held after school to have something to be busy about.
Most of the students come from disadvantaged backgrounds in Rager Park, a township known in part for its gangs and violence. Playing the marimba gives students an outlet for their energy and a positive way to express themselves. 17-year-old Bonganlebe says the music is a deterrent to using drugs.
I would have been involved, I don't know, in some substance things, but then because of being taught to be determined and do what you do and finish it, And I just recognized, I think 2 years back, how important it is and the impacts.
The country's youth face poor job prospects, with South Africa's Statistics Department reporting that almost 2/3 of people ages 15 to 24 were unemployed in the year's first quarter. Education Africa wants to train marimba students to become teachers, channeling their passion for learning into jobs for the future. For Romaine Chanson in Johannesburg, Carol Gunsberg, VOA News.
Now we close the show with some sports news. Growing up in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Bismack Biyombo dreamed of playing professional basketball in the United States. His dream has been a reality for more than a decade, and what he's doing off the court gives an assist to his home country. VOA's Betty Ayub and Saha Mohammadi traveled to Arizona to learn more about this Phoenix Sun star.
I'm Bismack Biyombo, a child of Africa. I stepped onto a basketball court at the age of 13 in Lubumbashi. I have a dream to play in the NBA, and at some point that dream turned into a goal. Like, I can achieve it and I must achieve it, and I'm going for it, you know, and nothing gonna stop me. As a kid, you know, they say you dream big, and you obviously gotta know your dream, see your dream, and go get it, right? But you need the support of people around you. And I was lucky enough to have, you know, parents that supported me. It was not an option to turn around and fail, because I was lucky enough that my dad and obviously eventually my mom believed so much in my dreams that they were willing to sacrifice and put up their own money for me to chase my dream. We made those decisions for a purpose, and we live in a dream, and now we set bigger goals and we're going for it. In 2012, we launched the Bismack Biyombo Foundation to provide opportunities to children of the Democratic Republic of Congo. I grew up in an environment where giving was easy for my family, my mom, my dad. They enjoy giving, that for us it became like second nature. So as a day before I go home, I decided like I'm going to buy some shoes, call our equipment manager, just get a bunch of stuff, jerseys, short t-shirt, and I'll go home and give these kids, you know, an opportunity to have like new pair of shoes and all these things, because I didn't have a brand new pair of shoes, you know, so I spent my 16 years of being young wearing somebody else's shoes pretty much, you know. So we'll do a basketball camp, and I will be the DJ, I will be the coach. It was too overwhelming for me, but the joy you receive from them, I think I was so grateful for it. I remember going that day to bed and sleep like a baby. The foundation is currently building an international school in Lubumbashi, and each year we award more than 150 scholarships within the DRC and the US. My job becomes to inspire kids across Congo and make sure that we give all of them an equal opportunity. The more accessible and affordable healthcare is also at the center of our mission through our medical facility renovation, training, and equipment donations. There's an opportunity to make an impact, and I don't want to waste it.
And that's it for this episode of VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Punganyi. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. For more entertainment news, check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye everyone.